Congratulations to the Cougars, who won the first semifinal here this afternoon by defeating the Bedford Bulldog varsity squad. They'll play in the state title game against Londonderry next Sunday at Gill Stadium. Nice kickoff there. That's going to go over the head of the return man, and it bounces around the numbers, taken at the 20. Good coverage by the Bulldogs getting down the field. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. A good heads-up play there by the Cougars to recognize that that's a live ball. We got to go run that ball down. And that was number 33, Ken Reth, who was cognizant of that. It means aware, Steve. Cognizant, I think. I don't know. Don't ask me to spell it. I think there's a Z in there somewhere. 1st and 10 for the Cougars from the 25-yard line. They'll set up shop. Bedford comes out in their 4-man front. Shotgun, motion, Pacheco goes right to left. Little quick dive play off the side, and it was a good one. And if not for the quick tackle by number 14, Caleb Lees, he'd still be running. Nice carry there. I think that was Gabriel Garcia Gorman. Triple G. A nice carry, hitting the hole quick. Ace formation, that's double wide slots. Man throws it, and over the fingertips of the intended receiver, almost found its way into a Bulldog's hands, or paws as it were. What a zip on that pass. Good strong arm there. 3rd down and 10. Clock has stopped with 7:31 to go before the half. Little side conversation between Mann and Pacheco. Ace formation, shotgun. Mann's going to roll to his left. He's going to dump it off to his check down route, a little safety outlet. We saw that play work earlier, the Emil Hernandez on the receiving end of that, but only a pickup of a few, so it'll be 4th down and 11. Ran into an old friend down on the field today, Nick Stravopoulos. I played Pop Warner football with him and hooks it back in the early to mid-'80s. And Nick is coaching the Bedford team down there. Good to see him. It's been a while. Man throws it. It's complete. Pacheco hits the sideline. Far side. He's got one man to beat. He's got the angle. And he'll go all the way. What a play. Don Mann standing in the pocket. He took a heavy hit. Got rid of that ball. Pacheco goes up, catches it. And suddenly it's 8-6 Bulldogs. What a play by the Cougars. Starting with Mann, and he's feeling the effects of that one. It doesn't hurt quite as bad because of the result, I'm sure. And Pacheco went up and got that ball. He high-pointed that football, got it at its highest point, and outraced the defenders down the visiting sideline. Cougars now trying to knot things up here at 8 with 6:33 to play in the first half. Mann's going to roll to his right, gets rid of it quickly, but may not have had a good handle on that ball as Hernandez could only watch it fall to the turf. But with 6:33 to play, the Cougars are on the board with that beautiful pass down the middle of the field that was plucked out of the air by Pacheco, and he outraced the defenders down the left sideline, and it's now 8-6. Cougars will tee it off at the 40-yard line. I want to say it's Anthony Lazo getting ready to kick the ball. We'll check the number. 2 players deep for the Bulldogs. Near side It appears to be Vance, far side Burnett. Little squib kick down the middle. That's a live ball picked up there by number 17. He's got a corner, and he's got the numbers down the sideline. He finally gets tripped up there, fortunately, by number 11. A good play by Triple G, Gabe Garcia-Gorman. Otherwise, James McAdams, the next time we saw him, he would have been coming out of the end zone. So 6:14 to go here in the first half. Bedford up 8-6. Good field position. They'll set up shop on the Cougar 39. Cougars break the huddle, come out and trips to the left. Tight end is to the right. One back is strong to the trip side. Nice little play to the side following his pulling. I don't know if it was his tackle or his guard. Number 76 was out there leading the charge. That was number 3, Connor Galvin. Nice job following his lead blocker. So that'll set up a second down and 5. You watch those linemen, they'll tell you right where the ball's going. They're not going to lie to you. The backs, they'll lie to you. Second and 5 for the Bulldogs. Slot to the left. Tight end wing to the right. 4 verticals. Nice pitch and catch there as the pass is complete. Luke Burnett just kind of breaking every which way here. And Burnett breaking left, breaking right several times, trying to avoid the defenders. A nice pitch and catch there by Bedford, advancing the ball down the field. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Cougar 15-yard line, inside of 5:45 to go. Might also add that it was a good-looking pass from number 10, Luke May. Split backs on either side of the quarterback, same formation. They'll motion to the right. Little dump pass picked up off the shoelaces. And a nice catch there by number 88. And that is, looks like Colton Bean. So again, a 1st and goal for the Bedford Bulldogs. They are inside or close to the 4-yard line. Inside of 5 minutes to play in the first half. They're nursing an 8-6 lead. Trying to get in that end zone once again. 2 backs in the backfield. Out route. Pitch and catch and caught. Touchdown, Luke Burnett. And a nice pass by number 10, Luke May. It was Luke to Luke. And they used the force. A little Star Wars reference there for you. 14-6. The ever-important 2-point conversion coming up. Want to keep it to an 8-point lead. If you're the Cougars, trips to the right side. Tight end is left. The lone back in the backfield is Galvin to May's right. They come in motion. They're going to run that speed sweep and a great tackle there on the edge. And I don't think he's going to get there. So it still remains a 1-possession game. 14-6. Bedford out in front of the Cougars. Hey, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts and can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. Contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email Deb at thedowgroup.com. Deb also plays the drums, and guitar. Steve, do you provide the vocals is the question. 50-50. Kind of a lot of instrumentals, I guess. Nice kick there and a good catch. That's a live ball, so a good play falling to the turf was number 11, Triple G, Gabe Garcia-Gorman. Good hands by Gabe as that ball came kind of funky off the foot of Liam Mortimer. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. They have pretty good field position here at the 35-yard line. And again, trying to get that positive yardage on 1st down. Shotgun snap. Throw. Outside. No, incomplete. Galvin provided the coverage. The ball was intended out there. Looked like number 27 was man's intended receiver. That was Javier Segovia. So the clock will stop with 4:39 to play in the first half. 2nd and 10. That one was tipped and caught by a lineman. I don't know if it was fumbled or tipped. And so that turns it into an interesting kind of rule here. They're just going to say it's 3rd down and 11. Yeah, it was tipped at the line of scrimmage according to the highlight guy here. So, but there is a flag because a lineman cannot catch a forward pass even if it is tipped, and I think that's what they're talking about. I mean, you hate to see that come in. I mean, we want those linemen up front to be able to run with the ball a little bit, have some fun with it. So we'll see if they put the flag away. It appears that they're going to say it was tipped and an incomplete pass. So that's what the call is. And you heard it here first at the highlight guy. Thanks to Steve Cody. Not just the man on the moving pictures. We'll wind the clock at 4:07. Oh, 4:08. Now 4:07. 3rd and 12. Man rolls to his left. Little pitch and catch out there on the corner. And again, out there was number 23, Pacheco. They're on the same wavelength here today. Great job by Mann and Pacheco. Catch that ball first, then get vertical. And they use their field to get up the field to create some real estate out there. And nice job. I tripped over my words a little bit there. I don't know if you create real estate. Really, it just exists. I don't know. Shotgun snap, man. Direct handoff. Little delay through the line there. A little okey doke, but maybe a yard gain. That was 27. Segovia on the carry, I believe. So no gain, they're saying. 2nd and 10. Man. And again, trying to get it out into the right flat to Hernandez. Just doesn't have a good handle on it when he's getting rid of it, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Turned out to be a relatively nice day here at Sauhegan High School. Very little wind. Sun coming through some of the clouds. Motion. Here comes your fake counter. And a nice play there. A flag will fly late. Have to wonder if the man in motion, it's an illegal shift against the Cougars. may have been on the line of scrimmage, and if you're on the line of scrimmage, you can't come in motion. So that's going to, we'll see if they decline it. They do decline it. It's going to be 3rd down, and now it'll be 4th down. So again, the reason they don't decline it and march them backwards is because they would have to give them 3rd down over again. As it is, they're going to make it be 4th down and allow the Cougars one opportunity to get 7 yards instead of 2 opportunities to get 12. Shotgun snap, man. Throws it. Got a chance. And a reception. What a catch. What a catch. And that was number 19, Ashton Peno. He goes up and you know what he did, man? Man was under pressure, had to throw it up there, and Peno had to come back to it and did a great job of not allowing it to hit the turf. 1st and 10, Cougars. Speed sweep. Pacheco puts the brakes on, and another false start here call against the Cougars, and that might actually be a blessing in disguise. That speed sweep, when it hasn't worked, it's been a loss of more than 5 yards, so they'll back them up 5. I like it if they maybe fake that speed sweep to Pacheco and have the quarterback keep it straight up the gut. 2:20 to go in the first half. Cougars on the march. It is 1st and 15, and they run that speed sweep again into the boundary. Ball's on the carpet. A great hit there is looked like the helmet was put right on the football, and Ken Reth couldn't hold on to it. So Bedford will take over on the fumble recovery. Happened right in front of us here on the sideline. We couldn't really tell who made that tackle. And you see a good job there, coaching staff getting together with the players and just talking about what happened. And teachable moment. That was the one of the coaches for the Cougars, Adam Collier, having a conversation down there. Cougars show pressure on 1st down. They come, and they get caught. And this is number 5 rumbling down the field. He'll get the necessary yardage for a 1st down. That was Liam Mortimer breaking some tackles. And I'll tell you, Cougars brought pressure from the side where the pass was thrown. And anytime that happens, anytime there's a blitz or some kind of a stunt and you run a play there and it works, you're fortunate if they only pick up 10. The Bulldogs guess right on that play call. 1st and 10, 1:35 and counting. Motion out to the right. Low snap. Gathered in, and this time it's a sack attack. And that is number 56. I think that could be Collier. It's either Berger or Collier. So 2nd down, and we'll call it 18. Huge play. Now just don't get beat deep. Got to stay deep. We'll give up those passes. Nice form tackle there by the Cougars, rallying to the charge. Clock continues to run here inside of 34 seconds. And good coaching. If you're the coaching staff for the Cougars, you'll tell them, look, we'll give up all the 5-6 yard routes all the way to halftime. We don't want to give up is the 55-yard route. 18 seconds and counting. Don't jump any pump fakes. And rally up and stop the run play. Double wing, swing pass. Now rally up. Run your lanes, run your alley just like a kickoff. And that's a good play. Ball is on the carpet. And that is going to do it for the first half here from Calvetti Family Field. We've got a good one. It is the Bedford Bulldogs 14 and the Nashua Cougars 6 in the JV version of the game we saw just a couple of hours ago. You were watching the highlight guy, and the referees are going to talk about it here before they send the teams. We'll look to see if they hold that ball up over their head or if they, in fact, give the Cougars another, or the Bulldogs another play. They're going to say it's Bulldog ball, which is fine. And it looks like we're going to get a halftime call. So no, it's going to be a timeout for Bedford. So we're going to get an untimed down here. Potentially it's either 1 second left. It's going to be the last play of the first half. They're going to say that Bedford was down. There was still time on the clock is my guess. And Bedford called timeout to stop that clock because it was a first down, play in bounds. So there's 1 second left put back on the clock. We'll see if they make any changes to that. I was just about to send us into halftime, Steve. Good thing I stayed here, huh? We were going to start paying the bills early. So the Bulldogs still in their offensive huddle over on the sideline discussing what play they're going to run. The Cougars break their huddle with Coach John Michael Pearson and Coach Adam Collier. And JMP imploring his team to back up. Tight end is to the left. He'll motion to trips to the right. And the play will continue. What a throw. And just to the outside, it was intended for Luke Burnett. Falls incomplete. And that will, in fact, do it for the first half here from Calvetti Family Field. Your score, 14-6. The Bulldogs on top of the Cougars. We'll be back for second half action right after we pay some bills. You are watching on the Highlight Guy.
I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home. I'm a beast. Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home. I'm a beast. Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt on, cause it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long fight, but then again, maybe not, cause I stepped in my zone when I put it to the I'm about to get it in. Yeah, I got it on my mind. Let's end this thing in regulation. I ain't thinking overtime, cause I didn't work overtime, and I ain't trying to overgrind. I transform the beast mode just like I was born. I can't hit the ball hard. I love this game, it's all I got. That's why I'm going all out and give it everything I got. Yeah, I give it all I got. As if it was my only shot. I play the game to win to the end until I pass out.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The Highlight Guy can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguy.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Hi, my name is Deb Cody and I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I serve both residential and commercial clients in New Hampshire and Maine and work with an amazing team of KW colleagues and affiliate partners to help you achieve your real estate goals. In 2022, I ranked in the top 20% of 700 plus agents within my brokerage. I was nominated this past year to serve on the Agent Leadership Committee within my firm and have enjoyed giving back to my colleagues and local community. Are you curious to know how much your home may be worth in today's market? Reach out to me today and I'd be happy to run a complimentary comparative market analysis for you.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare. Welcome back to Calvetti Family Field here on the campus of Souhegan High School. Jason Roby along with Steve Cody, the highlight guy, calling all the action for you here. We are ready to start the second half of this junior varsity football game in the Northeast Junior High Football League. It is Bedford out in front of the Nashua Cougars 14-6. The Cougars will kick things off to start the second half. Onside kick takes a funny bounce, picked up there, and he's got an alley over to the left side. And that looked like number 3 on the return, Connor Galvin, and he was tackled by Liam Benson. So nice job by Benson because Galvin had his eyes set down that visitor sideline. Liam Benson made sure to bring him down. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They'll set up shop 2 yards shy of the 50. Or as Bob Bates used to call it, the 52-yard line. It'll be the 48-yard line, and the Cougars come out in a slot to the right, double slot set. Actually, it could be a tight end wing to the left. No motion to the sideline. Taking a shot and all alone on the right side. Oh, a couple of Cougars bunts into each other as Luke Burnett catches the ball. And it's been a good connection between Luke May and Luke Burnett. Ball will be placed on the right hash. We'll wind the clock. Bedford trying to get in for an important 2-score advantage. Bulldogs come out of the huddle with a unbalanced formation. It is not trips, and they'll say he's got to come out of the game. Not sure if it's an equipment issue. So Burnett will come out of the game. Lewis Shade will come in. And he'll line up on the right side. Now it is tight end trips to the right side. I stand corrected. It was unbalanced. They run an unbalanced toss sweep into the boundary. Ball hits the carpet. And they're going to say he came out of bounds or was dead. So what that was, it looked like it was an unbalanced formation. If not, they didn't have enough guys in the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 23 out, 17 in. Van Bost will head to the sideline, and McAdams will check into the ball game. Brings the play from the sideline. And again, now it's a tight end to the left with slot trips into the boundary. Motion. Little speed sweep there and a nice tackle. We'll see who gets up from that pile and bumping shoulders with his teammates. That was number 33 for the Cougars, Ken Reff. And we've said his name quite a few times here today. Nice job by Ken. Maybe a half a yard to a yard pickup. 3rd down. Huge 3rd down play coming up for the Cougars. Slot is to the left, a split end with a wing off of the tackle. Tight end wing to the right. Slant pass put right on the numbers. He throws a good ball. Nice pitch and catch there. And that'll be good for another 1st down. Luke May throws a nice ball. I wonder if he's any relation to Drake May. Same spelling. Probably has more wins than Drake at this point of the year, is my guess. Nobody tell me how the Patriots are doing. I'm going to watch it later. Same formation, tight end wing to the right, slot to the left. May. Little swing pass out of the backfield, finds his target. And he'll finally go out of bounds. That was Connor Galvin. was number 30, I believe, for the Cougars over there. 30 or 33. Just so you folks at home know, when I look at the monitor, I can see the numbers clearly. But if you're not looking at the monitor and you're just looking out the windows, it's a lot harder to differentiate what those numbers are. May hands the ball off. It's a speed sweep, and they set the edge. Oh, and that left ankle, I didn't like the look of that. So fortunate there. Galvin gets up, but a terrific defensive play by the Cougars. And it was could have been Matthew Seavey on that stop. Or actually, I think it was Jamison Maxwell. So Jamison Maxwell, number 26 on the stop. 3rd down and 10. May barking signals. Motion to trips. Wide side of the field. Slant pass. Oh, goes off the fingertips of number 18, Lewis Shade. And it may have been a shade behind him. But Luke May put it out there, and it's going to set up a 4th down. This would be a huge feather in the cap for the Cougars if they can stop this drive. First drive of the second half. Went down to the snack bar, Steve. I got some nachos. Got some bite-sized nachos and some Tostitos cheese and some salsa. Good stuff. Dinner of champions. Motion to trips across the formation. May tries to get them to jump off sides, and the whistle comes late. They are going to call the far side. They're going to call encroachment. A neutral zone infraction against the Cougars. That'll make it a more manageable 4th down. 4th and probably 5 or 6. They'll wind the clock. 6:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Talked to Chad Zabolas, the head coach of the Nashua North Titans, and they went up to Rochester, played Spalding High School, won a big game up there last week, 34-14, I think it was. The week before, they went to Buffalo, New York, to play Canisius High School. They went to Niagara Falls. They went to the Carrier Dome. Got a nice tour of the Carrier Dome in Syracuse. Nice trip there. That's something he says he would love to do every year with his Nashua North football team, is take a road trip with some of these with some of his teams. Timeout was called on the field by Bedford, so they wanted to talk it over. It's important play here, 4th and 5. You can see John Michael Pearson in the huddle there talking to his defense. Coach Collier in there talking to his defense. That'll give us a chance to do some reads. The Nashua Cougars youth football program is thriving in just their 2nd year, and they're looking forward to seeing where next season brings them. They have the hardest working group of coaches who dedicate their time to developing athletes' football skills and teaching them life lessons that they will carry with them for the rest of their lives. If you'd like to become one of those coaches, please contact them at NashuaCougars.net. That's NashuaCougars.net. Motion across the formation to trips. Lone tight end to the right side. May runs to his left, and now they're going to that corner, and it's a pretty pitch and catch. They ran the same look with that slant route, except this time they ran what they call a smash route. And an inside receiver running to the corner of the end zone. What a pretty pass and a pretty catch there. As May tossed it up, and his teammate number 29, Brendan Ashburner, ran it down. Huge 4th down play for the Bulldogs. And they'll go for the 2-point conversion here, up 20-6. Be sure to tune in next week for the championship games at Gill Stadium. Highlight Guy will have all the coverage. May. Little fade into the end zone, and it goes up, and 2. Bulldogs were fighting for that one. Looked like Brendan Ashburner and number 88, Colton Bean. So the 2-point conversion is no good with 6:01 to go here in the third quarter. Your score, the Bedford Bulldogs 20 and the Nashua Cougars 6. You are watching on the Highlight Guy. Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process of lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. That's Bouvier, Bouvier, prepare@gmail.com. A rainmaker, that's a live ball. Takes a funny bounce, picked up there by number 6 for the Cougars, Yamil Hernandez, and a good job by him as he gets up to about the 48-yard line. So the Cougars will start with good field position here. Also want to throw it out there, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button so you can be aware whenever we schedule a live stream. I'm sure a couple of you out there have stumbled across this quite by accident and are saying to yourselves, where has this been all my life? Well, here we've been, and we're happy you're here joining us. 5:58 to go in the third quarter. Cougars will set up shop at about their 48-yard line, going right to left on your screen. Man, handoff. And it looked like the ball was fumbled momentarily there. Man was patting himself on the chest saying, my bad, potentially. So a loss of 3, maybe 4. So second down and 14 for the Cougars. Bedford with that 4-man front. It's like a 4-4 defense with a monster or a strong safety. They'll shift with the motion. Pacheco bobbles it, and he gets to the corner. He beats one man, comes back into the picture out of bounds. He's finally pushed out of bounds by number 14, but he made the first man miss, and Caleb Lees had to run him out from behind. But again, you look at that first down play, it was a loss of 5 yards. So in essence, Pacheco picks up about 10 yards on that carry, but it's still third down. So you got to play in front of the sticks. That's today's theme. Yeah, Sesame Street always has a letter of the day or a number of the day. And if you're saying, what's Sesame Street? Well, that's a whole nother conversation. So a pickup of a couple. It's going to be a 4th down and a long 2. Cougars have to go for this one. See what they dial up. Man talks to Pacheco. They check with each other. They're in that power formation to the left. Man hands it off to Pacheco. There's going to be a flag on the play. Pacheco heads to the sideline, and I don't think he's going to get the line to gain as he steps out of bounds well before the stick. I'm not sure he made it back to the line of scrimmage. We'll check on it. There is a flag. It'll probably be declined if it was on Nashua. We'll see. And it will be declined. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. So 4:33 to go in the third quarter from the campus of Souhegan High School. Congratulations to the Sabres. They won their first playoff game yesterday, and they will advance to the Final Four. And that should be a terrific Division II tournament. Meanwhile, Nashua South advancing to the quarterfinals. They'll head to Londonderry next week. So the junior high team in the finals. Londonderry High School, the 3 seed in the high school tournament. Bedford, the number 1 seed in the high school tournament. Shotgun. Wing is to the left, slot to the right, motion into the backfield. And they're going to blow it dead after it started. I'm wondering what the call is. We'll follow the man in the white hat. He'll let us know. That motion was definitely going backwards. He wasn't coming to the line of scrimmage. So I don't think we'll see if it's a motion call, if they wave the flag off. Ha-ha! So they do just that. Waving the flag like that means there was no penalty. Of course, Bedford now, they're probably disappointed in that because they had a good play brewing there. Slot to the right, tight end wing to the left. May again in the gun. They'll motion, same look. And that one, May's knee was down. And in youth football, high school football, and college football, once that knee is down, the play is over. Could be an elbow as well, or a forearm. So a loss on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 16. Sure, Bedford saying what could have been from that first down play. And they'll play from behind the sticks. 3:41 and counting in the third quarter. Bulldogs up 20-6. Pretty entertaining game here so far. Tight end wing to the right. Split end is left. They'll motion out of the backfield to a slot set. Nice move out there by that May to Burnett combination, Luke to Luke. One might say cool hand. Do you think the viewers know who Cool Hand Luke was? My guess is probably not. There are Google searches all around the country being done right now. Who was Cool Hand Luke? Third down and 3. Big play coming up for the Bulldogs. Trips to the left. Slot trips. Tight end is right. Shotgun formation. May barking signals. He'll motion into the backfield. They're going to go with that speed sweep to the right side. He cuts it up and back against the grain. And there was some over pursuit there. It's a nice tackle, but it's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. That was number 83 on the run for the Bulldogs. That looked like Charles Peralt Jr. So Charles will pick up the necessary yardage and then some. We've got an injury down on the field here. Maybe officials timeout, and trainer will come out to check on that young man. And that'll give us a chance to talk about the Nashua Cougars and the Board of Directors. The Cougar Board of Directors is a group of people who come together for one purpose. That's to create the best possible opportunities for every youth football player in the north end of Nashua. What do, you ask? They provide scholarships, transportation, and they go above and beyond on a daily basis for all of their athletes. They're all one big Cougar family. So if you're interested in joining the Nashua Cougars Board of Directors, go to NashuaCougars.net. And nice to see that young man up and doing okay. So 1st and 10 for Bedford. They are inside Cougar territory at the 45. They'll wind the clock. 2:58 and counting. Motion to the slot set. And again, they go to number 1. Boy, he has some good hands out there. I think we're going to call Luke Burnett Cool Hand Luke. I think we have to call him that because he just catches everything. Cool Hand Luke Burnett on the reception. Pass reception, and it came from number 10, Luke, don't call me Drake, May. Or maybe you want him to call him Drake. Who knows? There you go. Jury is still out. Wing is to the right, split end to the left. Backs on either side of May. Handoff. Well blocked at the point of attack. That's Connor Galvin, and he picks up the necessary yardage for a first down. He only needed a couple, and he picked up a big chunk. So the sticks will move. Competitive game out here, the junior varsity version of the one we saw this morning, the varsity game, the varsity team on their way to the state finals for the Nashua Cougars. First and 10. Bounce to the outside. Little straight arm, and was able to get by the first tackler. Finally knocked out of bounds. He was waiting for the cavalry to come and help out. It was a good effort over there by number 22 for the Cougars. That was Miles Libby. Strong run by Connor Galvin. Libby, I'm sure, was hoping, well, the rest of his teammates to get there, and they did, but not before Galvin was able to pick up a first down. Starting to get a little cool down there on the field now. Sun sets a lot earlier. 42 seconds in counting here in the third quarter. Don't worry, though. Steve Cody brought his own personal space heater today. Over the middle, pass is complete. And again, just putting it where his receiver can catch the ball. That was number 83. It was Charles Peralt Jr. So first and goal for the Bedford Bulldogs, the 7th and 8th grade variety. And that is going to do it for the third quarter here from Calvetti Family Field. We'll head to the fourth frame. Your score, the Bedford Bulldogs 20 and the Nashua Cougars 6. You are watching on the Highlight Guy. My name is Jason Roby. Calling all the action for you here. Play-by-play, color commentary, juggler of chainsaws. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. He is the highlight guy. And if we haven't already asked, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on the subscribe button so that you can be aware whenever we schedule a live stream. Got a few new subscribers today, Steve, you said? We got a few new folks out there. I got the thumbs up. Are you looking to play sports in college? If the answer is yes, then let the Highlight Guy help you get noticed and recruited. We create highlight videos, film sporting events, and just like today, do some live streams, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the Highlight Guy, you are the star. That's right, you. I'm pointing at you. Let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started. And I should have put a little disclaimer on there. Only if you have high school eligibility or college eligibility remaining can we help you. I know there's some weekend warriors out there that are saying, put me in, coach. I strongly suggest you stay up in the booth. 10 minutes to go in this one. First and goal for the Bulldogs. It's been a competitive game. Nashua's had their chances. That's a nice run around the right side and great blocking at the point of attack. As number 23 for the Bulldogs, Cam Van Bost, goes in for the touchdown. And that'll make it 26-6. And it's really been our pleasure to call a lot of these games here for you. Watching some of the great middle school teams in the state of New Hampshire, and we know they go on to do great things at the high school level. We've seen Bedford and Londonderry and Nashua, and the Derry team was one of the Final Four teams, and those are predominantly four teams that are always in the championship hunt in the state of New Hampshire at the high school level. It starts here. So we're going to march back the Bulldogs. They got a penalty that'll back them up 5 yards. So that 2-point conversion is now 8 yards away. I want to again thank Kelly Braley, the athletic director here at Souhegan High School, and all the folks here in Amherst for helping us feel welcome at our second home. A rainmaker in the corner is incomplete. It was intended for Cool Hand Luke, but he couldn't run under it. A little conversation going on there between a couple of guys. Sure, they're exchanging recipes for chocolate chip cookies. So we'll head to the kickoff by the Bulldogs, rather, up 26-6, 20-point advantage. And that'll give us an opportunity to talk about the Nashua Cougars Board of Directors. Who are they, you ask? Well, they're a group of people who came together for one purpose. That was to create the best possible opportunity for every youth football player in the north end of Nashua. They provide scholarships and transportation, and they go above and beyond on a daily basis for all of their student athletes. They're all one big Cougar family. So if you're interested in joining the Nashua Cougar Board of Directors, go to NashuaCougars.net. That's NashuaCougars.net. Kickoff is topped, and it takes a funky roll. It's a live ball, and it is picked up. If you can get by that first line of defenders, you might be off to the races. And that was number 23 for the Cougars, Iverson Pacheco. That took a funny bounce, and footballs will always take a funny bounce because they're not a round ball, and it jumped over Yamil Hernandez's head and found its way into the paws of Pacheco. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Nashua. 9:47 to go in this one. And we might have a injury situation. We'll get a little substitution here. Referees will take time, and we'll get a little change on the field. Good to see him up and moving. That was number 69, I believe, Xavier Allen. Come out. Coming in, I think that's Max Frevold. So Max will come in and jump in at the right tackle spot. And the Bulldogs just had some type of a stunt up front. They were just coming on the snap of that ball. And a loss of, call it a long 2, maybe 2.5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 12. Cougars will come out in a tight trips to the right. I say tight trips, tighter. They're not. They're all inside the hash mark. Man, swing route. Nice job. Pass complete. Off and running to the numbers he gets. Finally brought down there. Good pitch and catch. That was Javier Segovia. He was finally brought down. But it was a nice pickup. And again, it's third down, and we'll call it 5, maybe 6. 5. They just adjusted. So 3rd and 5 for the Cougars. I have to believe they're going to go 4-down territory here. Again, that tight trips looks almost quads now, and we get a flag called by the official. They're going to say it was a neutral zone infraction against Bedford. So that could give the Cougars a first down. We'll see. They'll march it off. I believe that's going to be the case. Big last step there by the official. And as our public address friend always says, good for another Nashua Cougar first down. That sound familiar? It should. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Cougars on the march here. Line to gain is the 44. And that play goes backwards a couple. Second down and 12. And there's a cheer going on here down in front of us. Love it. Handoff. And that's going to, they wanted to give the ball off. I think it was, we'll try to get the number. It looks like number 12 for the Cougars. That was Anthony Lazo. And that'll set up a third down. We'll call it 16. Cougars have had some success throwing the ball today. They'll go with that quads. Look, man will roll to his right, but that was doomed from the start. That ball was tipped. It's an incomplete pass. I'm not sure why they haven't blown it dead yet. Coming off the edge there for Bedford was number 26, Finn McLaughlin. And Don Mann looked up, and McLaughlin was on top of him right after the snap. So that'll set up a fourth down for the Cougars. 4th down and about 16. Play comes in from the sideline. They'll adjust their splits here on the perimeter, outside the numbers. Man in the shotgun. Taking a shot down the middle of the field. Has a man. It's intercepted. Intercepted by number 1. They have the angle. We'll see if they can catch him. And he just outruns him to the end zone. That was Luke Burnett. It was intended for Pacheco. We do have a flag on the play. We'll check the flag. Let's see if it negates the touchdown return on the pick 6. Got to be careful and put that ball in the air. And Cool Hand Luke goes up and grabs it. Was intended for Pacheco. He was in the area. It went a little long. Find the man with the white hat. He will give the indication. And I think they're going to say, was it a head contact or a targeting? No, it's going to be okay. So it's going to be whatever the penalty was. Could have been targeting. I'm not sure. I think it was a targeting call. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Bedford. Could have been a blindside block on that return, which sometimes happens. See the highlight guy sign down there on the fence. Very good. Now live streaming. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They'll set up shop on their own 40-yard line after the penalty is assessed. May, barking signals. Motion goes behind May. Oh, here comes a little counter. Crisscross dipsy-do, and they'll get it back into Cool Hand Luke's hands, and they're trying to get him in the end zone again, and he's just doing all kinds of fancy footwork there, and they're trying to tackle the ball. Ball comes out, but fortunately for Bedford, he was out of bounds. So Burnett around the left side. Would have made Dancing with the Stars proud. He was doing all kinds of dipsy-doos out there. Fancy folk are there. You see the highlight guy sign right there. Sports videos for college recruiting and other stuff. I told Steve he should have put "and other stuff" on the banner, but he said no. Doesn't sound right. I think it's pretty cool. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They'll set up shop at their own 37. We do yard cleanups. I bet we'd be getting a lot of calls now. And that is number 17, and he keeps the wheels churning. James McAdams. He gets gang tackled there at about the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. We'll call it 9. Well-attended game here today. The first game had a berth in the championship at stake. The Nashua Cougars took that one in a great back-and-forth game between the Bulldogs and the Cougars. Nashua will go on to face Londonderry next week, the championship game. Shotgun snap. May fires it out to Burnett. Little spin move on the side. Cuts back inside. And a good effort there by Burnett. That's going to set up a 3rd down for the Bulldogs as the clock continues to tick with 4:36 and counting. Bulldogs taking their time. Tight end wing to the left, wide slot to the right, or twins as we like to call it. They'll motion into the backfield. It'll be a handoff, number 30. And they ran the alley nice that time, did the Cougars. They didn't catch the number. Oh, we're only going to have a penalty flag there. Is unfortunate, and the young man head to the sideline. Trevor Rouleau carried the ball in that last one, but we get an unsportsmanlike conduct personal foul call against the Cougars, and you hate to see that at any level. Sometimes frustration gets the best of you, and coaches are over there talking to the young man, and it's a learning opportunity for you. I'm sure the message is, look, there are going to be times in life when the going gets tough, and you're going to have to react, and you can't react that way. And I'm sure a lesson learned by that young man. They'll march off the yards 15 yards ahead, and that'll give the Bulldogs a 1st down. They'll wind the clock. We're inside of 3:54 and counting. That'll give us a chance to talk about, hey, if you're looking to buy or sell or invest in real estate, get in touch with Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal. She's a luxury realtor who's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts, and can assist you with all of your real estate goals. The Dow Group, by the way, the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. So contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email Deb at thedowgroup.com. Did you know that they were number one, Steve, in the real estate team in New Hampshire? You did? It's because you typed it up. Number 17 on the speed sweep around the right side. Good second and third effort there by James McAdams. He was finally brought down by Danford. Excellent. It's an excellent tackle. 2:58 and counting. It'll be second down. We'll call it 3, maybe 2. Hard to tell. Call it 3. Usually the sticks are on the visitor sideline. Wide trips to the field here. Tight end is to the right, one back in the backfield. They're going to hand it to him. Speed to the right side. And still on his feet, driving his legs towards the end zone. There's a big pile of blue. They're going to say it's a first down. But he did not get in the end zone. Large pile down there of black jerseys. They'll wind the clock. We're going to head inside of 2:05 and counting. We'll see what Bedford decides to do here. It's a first down, so you could essentially take a couple of knees and call it a day. We'll see if they try to get one of the younger players into the end zone. They'll go trips to the right side. The back in the backfield is number 17, James McAdams. He had a nice run on the last play. It's going to be McAdams, and they were waiting for that one, as sniffing that one out in the backfield. Nicely done by number 60 for the Cougars. That was John Soto, and boy, he was back there so quickly, he almost took the handoff. So Soto explodes into that backfield, blows that play up. It'll be second and goal now. Loss on that play. Inside of a minute. 2 backs in the backfield now. We'll see if they run a play or take a knee. It's the last game of the year for these young men. And they're going to take the penalty. It's a false start penalty against the Bulldogs. And again, it could have been a situation where a young man on the offensive line put his hand down and then picked it up. And so you can't do that from tackle to tackle. Here under center. Looks like they're just going to take a knee on this one. They snap it to May. He takes a knee, and both teams will head off to the side. And that will do it here. The Northeast Junior High Football League Junior Varsity game, the second of 2. Congratulations to the Bedford Bulldogs, won the JV version 26-6. Both teams will meet at the 50-yard line, and they'll shake hands, showing good sportsmanship with one another. Love to see that. And we wish these Nashua Cougars the best of luck next week, the varsity version, as they will head to Gill Stadium and play for the state final, state championship game against Londonderry. And it should be a great game. If it's anything like the first one, it should be outstanding. For my partner, Steve Cody, the Highlight Guy, I want to thank you all for watching us here today on the Highlight Guy, on the live stream. My name is Jason Roby. And I want you to always remember that it's not the critic who counts, but you can always count on the critic. We'll see you next week from Gill Stadium for the state championship game. Take care, everybody.